Alright, hey everybody, this is Tom here from Tilo Productions. We are going to be editing today a very simple talking head video, a video right out of the studio. So we're going to start this off today very simple and just showing you that we're going to create a project. We're going to go through some music options we have, and we will also be able to pull up the video files here that we are looking for. In this case, we actually grabbed the video files from our Dropbox folder under Tilo Productions, and in a lot of cases, these files will be supplied to the editor. That being said, let's jump right into it. So we're going to do a new project. We're going to name this one TLO Production in Studio Talking Head. All right. So we've got our project here. We're going to create a new sequence and we'll do TLO video 1. Alright, so now that we have the sequence all together, we're going to want to grab our folder here and start out with clip 1. So we'll start with this one here. It's just the first one. I'm going to slide it over just a little bit and we're going to be able to drag this right in. We can keep the existing settings. Alright, so I do want to make this a social media video. As we'll let this load and we'll wait for the audio to populate here, we can change the sequence settings. So we're going to go to sequence, sequence settings. We want to make it vertical. So right now it is a horizontal video and it's 16 by 9. We want to make it 9 by 16, so the opposite. So 1080 by 1920. Alright, and now we have these black bars here and here, so we're going to want to zoom in to 178, and that will get us perfectly filled. Now you can obviously go like this, back and forth. You can also click this guy here, and this will allow you to zoom it in and out. So again, we're going to go to 178. Alright, so pretty much right in the middle there, looking good, maybe right about there. Now, I know when I film these videos, the audio is a little off on the mouth. I
Let's try
believe
this
we
again.
have to change it up a little bit.
Pain points. Pain points. I'm just going to go right into the question. I'm not going to introduce myself. Pain points? Let's try this again. What are some of the pain points? What are some of the growing pains now? Things that I hear most.
Alright, so that's pretty much where it starts. So what I just did there is I hit this little razor tool, which will cut it. You can also press C on the keyboard, and that will give you the razor tool. We found right where I started talking, so we're going to delete everything before that, click and delete, and then we can click this right here, and this will highlight all the empty space, and I can hit delete again, and it will delete all of that. Alright, so now there is another way to do this. You can also click this, right click it, and hit ripple delete, same thing. Alright, so again, I did just mention the audio is a little off. So speaking about audio, we do have a super easy way these days to get to your essential sounds. Now, if you have trouble finding this, you can go to Windows, Essential Sounds right here, and this will come up. It's super easy. You can just click what kind of audio we have here. So in this case, it's dialogue. I always like clicking the vocal enhancer. We're going to change the background to subtle boost low tone. We can crank that up a little bit, make sure that's checked on. If the clarity needs to be or the volume needs to be, you can click these and adjust. In this case, we're probably going to need to make it a little bit louder, so let's go to about 5. Alright, let's take a look.
Things that I hear most frequently from clients that cause issues.
Now, we want the volume to be somewhat close to the top, so we're
Things that I
almost
hear
there.
most
We could
frequently.
we could probably go a little bit more, maybe to like 8. Let's see.
Things that I hear most frequently from clients.
Yeah, we can go a little bit more. Let's go to 10.
Things that I hear most frequently from.
All right. Now you can kind of see the lips are off from the audio in this case. This is not a normal occurrence, but in this case it is.
from clients
Um,
that cause issues.
so we're going to adjust that. In order to do that, you need to right click your file here. We're going to unlink these. So what that does is it now makes these separate. Before, if I go back, if I undo, see they're together. They want to move together. But if I go back, now they're separate. Okay, so let me show that again. So you're going to click this, right click, unlink. Alright, we're going to want to use this slider here to zoom in big time on here. And you can see we're zooming in, out, and zooming in. And we're going to change this. I think it's about 4 frames. Should be right where we are. So let's check this out. We're just going to make these the same length here. We're going to delete.
Things that I hear most frequently from clients that cause issues comes to content creation most often. No, that doesn't sound good. When it comes to content creation, clients that I speak with have all different types of
Alright, well, it starts here. So we're going to delete, delete, delete. Now if you hit the home button, it automatically goes back to the home, to the front here. So if I just hit home on the keyboard, boom, right back.
When it comes to content creation, clients that I speak with have all different types of issues. How often they should be doing it.
Alright, so that looks good, sounds good. Next thing we're going to want to do is grab some music. So let's jump over to our Epidemic Sound. You can go to epidemicsound.com. Sign up here. They have great music options. In this case, I think we'll just try and find something maybe under the pop section. I like filtering it to popular, and let's take a couple listens here. That works. Now you can see real quickly what I'm doing is I'm not too concerned about the beginning of this song. I want to hear the middle of it and see, because again, my clip here, it's only about a minute and a half long, right? So I don't need this entire song. So in this case, what I can do is I can start the song wherever I'd like. We also have some fun tools here, like this guy here, the remix tool. If you hold down, if you click and hold, you can go to the remix tool here, and this guy will remix it to whatever length you need. If you let that load, this is a great feature. Alright, now let's take a quick look and see.
When it comes to content creation, clients that I speak with have.
Now obviously the volume is very loud, so when it comes to talking, anything lower than negative 18 decibels, so negative 18, negative 20, negative 22, somewhere in that range is usually good.
When it comes to content creation, clients that I speak with have all different types of issues.
I say we'll lower this one to negative 20. Now you have your animation button. You're going to want to turn that off. And
when it comes to content creation, clients that I speak with have all different types of issues. How often they should be doing it, when they schedule to do it, or whoever they have in-house trying to help them create content. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Let's try it from here. There's many of.
Alright, as you can see, this video starts here, so we're going to delete this again. We have to cut this twice because they are separate files now. We split them before, remember? Now I feel like the volume is a little loud, so I'm going to lower this to negative 22, and we're going to raise this up to 12. Alright, now let's play.
There's many of different pain points that I hear from clients and customers and people within the marketing and content creation industry. The biggest one that I hear is that when people hire somebody to be a content creator or help them in marketing, sometimes they only stick around for a year or two. And
alright, cool. So this is all looking good. Our audio here, we can pretty much drag that back a little bit. The one thing that we're going to want to add in now is some footage. Now we don't do this for every client, but for the sake of the example of this video, I'm going to show you. So what we would do is we would go into our Adobe stock. So in this case, stock.adobe.com. Once you go here, we're talking about content creators here, right? So let's type in content creator, and we're gonna want some videos. So here we go. All right. Now these are all great. We could pretty much use any of these. So I like this one here, so we can license this one. And we'll download that, and we'll license this one. We'll download that, and let's see. Let's go for this one. And what else? And this one. Alright, cool. So that we just got is 4 videos that we just downloaded. So what I can do to quickly do this, just go to the folder here. See if that opens up. Alright, so you can see we've got 4 right here on the bottom. Um, we're going to want to bring this back over here a little bit, open this back up. Alright, so let's grab our 4 videos and we'll drag them in here, just like so. Alright, we can get this out of our way. Alright, so we've got 4 videos in here. This one has audio with it. Obviously, we don't need the audio, so we can unlink this clip, delete this. Alright, so now you can see they all need to be zoomed in. If you remember that magic number before, it was 178. So a quick way to do this is you can change the first one to 178, hit enter. You can click this motion here. You can copy it or hit Control C, and then you can select all these and now hit Control V, and they will all be zoomed in. Alright, great. So let's do it like this. We're going to slide these over, and right where we feel it's a good point to add in a video is when we're going to do
There's
so.
many of different pain points that I hear from clients and customers and people within the marketing and content creation industry. The biggest one that I hear is that when people hire somebody to be a content creator,
Alright, so right there, right when he says when people hire is about 12 seconds. So let's do it like this.
the biggest one that I hear is that when people hire somebody,
Alright, so we're going to make this clip, look at that, it's about 2 seconds and 14 frames. So we'll go about there, grab the next clip, make it the same length, and we'll
the biggest one that I hear is that when people hire somebody to be a content creator or help them in marketing, sometimes they only stick around for a year or two. And that can be problematic when you're trying to run a company. And I've met people in the past where they'll hire somebody and they'll have them work and they'll train them for a year or two, and then they go on to do bigger and better things. One of the things that I love to say about Tilo Productions is we're not going anywhere. If you decide you want to work with us and you're happy with our services, we will stick with you forever.
Alright, cool. So we probably want to grab a couple more clips here, so let's go back and find something else. I like this right here. I like this right here. Let's see, can we get somebody else? Maybe filming? Let's try that. Filming. Alright, cool. We've got 3 more clips. Let's go back to Premiere. We've got our file pulled up here. 2. Oh, maybe not 3. So we've got 2. Not sure where the third one went. That's okay. We're gonna work with these 2. Again, we still have the motion here copied. So if we just select these and hit Control V, you will see that. Now this clip here, the camera is all the way on the right hand side, so we're going to slide this over. In order to do that, you go to position, you have your X and Y axis, or your left and right, up and down. So we're going to drag this here, so like this.
You forever. We will be by your side
We're going to drag this one as well.
in creating content. Idea. We will come up with. Be by your side in creating content. We will come up with.
Alright, so there's obviously a mistake in
creating content.
being said.
We will
So right here, we can cut. Hit C on the keyboard or hit your razor tool here. We're gonna hit cut. We're gonna hit cut.
We will idea.
So right there, he says we will idea. That is not correct. So we're gonna delete that. Select. You can right click and hit clear. You can click this and right click and hit ripple delete, or you can click. Oh, in this case, we're gonna have to drag it. So we're gonna drag that. All right. So let's see.
Content. We will come up with. Let's try that again. We will come up with ideas.
So it's right about here. Let's try that again. Drag that. Slide it over.
Creating content. We will come up with ideas and create content that specifically fits your needs and wants. And we'll do this on a consistent basis. We are on top of things, and we will make sure that we are there.
All right, I want to grab a few more clips here, so I'm gonna grab one more. And let's see, we got anything else here? Let's grab that guy. All right, I'm gonna drag this back over. We're gonna select these two, and we can drag these in here. All right, let's go back. All right, this says audio again, so we're gonna want to unlink, delete. All right, so let's see.
Your needs
And we're gonna want to highlight, Control V.
and wants. And we'll do this on a consistent basis. We are on top of things, and we will make sure that we are there to not only support your business, but to help your business grow in this online market that is moving ever so fast. That is moving ever so fast.
All right, so that's where it ends. And what we're going to want to grab is some sort of animation at the end here. So let me get this pulled up. On the back end here, All right, so we've got our logo animation. Again, we don't need the audio from here, so let's unlink. We're gonna delete. Let's drag this over. All right, so in this case, this is made, and if we were to zoom this in, it's gonna look not very good. So what we do in this case is we're gonna want to double this file up. All right, so to make this make sense, you're gonna hold down Alt on the keyboard, select this, and drag up. It will double the file for you. All right, now the top file, now this is on top here, where you can shrink this down a little bit so you can see it nice and clear. How about right there? And now the back file, we can extend it so it fills the whole page. As you can see, it's filling the page. So this is that magic number again, 178. It'll fit perfectly in there. And just drag the music over.
So fast.
There you go. Beautiful. Alright, so we don't need it to be that long, so we're gonna just drag this back so it ends here. And we can drag the music back. Now, the music, we don't want it to just cut and be super harsh at the end. See how it just stops? So if we right click it, we can hit apply default transition, and this will give us our nice little fade. Now you can drag this if you want it to be a super long fade or super short fade, whatever you want. But as you can hear, it now nicely fades away. Alright, so this is all good to go. We are going to save this. We are going to go to export and make sure we're going to the right folder here. We're going to our exported videos folder, and I'm going to click export. Alright, now we're going to let this load. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up this really cool app here called Descript. Now, Descript is an app that we use here at Tilo Productions to get us our subtitles. So in this case, I actually have the Follow the Winners X Tilo Productions project that we're going to be working on. It's right here. So we're going to open this one up. I'm not expecting you to follow along a ton with this here, but you know what? What we probably can do is just we'll just start one from scratch. So I'll do it like this. We're gonna click New in the top right corner. We're gonna make it a new video project. Now it's just going to open it up and it's blank. You don't have to name it if your file is named correctly. So we named our file Tilo Video 1. So what we're going to do is just take that video 1 and we're going to drag it right here onto this side where there's the text. Once we drag that file over, this section will pop up. It'll ask you how many speakers are speaking. You could put in a name if you'd like. We can write Tom. We'll add him as a speaker, and then you can click Done. Now, as far as subtitles go, with most of the clients we work with, we have already subtitles made. You have the ability to go through their own subtitles. They have different ones to choose from, or you could customize them as well. So now, the last time we did this, I don't think we saved one for ourselves, but I really like this Follow the Winners one that I have here. So we're going to just use this. So I went to private, and I have, all these saved in here. And I'm just going to click this twice, and it's going to populate right here on the screen. All right, perfect. So now you can see the text is here. If we wanted to adjust anything, we can, but we're going to just click play and take a look at what it looks like.
There's many of different pain points that I hear from clients and customers and people within the marketing and content creation industry. The biggest one that I hear is that when people hire somebody to be...
All right, I'm not a big fan of the number 1, so I'm going to change that. You just double click. Let me show that again. If you double click, this little bar will come up. You can hit correct. We're going to hit 1. And I'm going to hit correct all, and that should change this one too. Alright, so see, it comes up at the top 1, we're changing it to 1, and correct all. And now you can see 1 and 1. Alright, let's listen and make sure it's all good.
This one that I hear is that when people hire somebody to be a content creator or help them in marketing, sometimes they only stick around for a year or two. And that can be problematic when you're trying to run a company. And I've met people in the past where they'll hire somebody and they'll have them work and they'll train them for a year or two, and then they go on to do bigger and better things. One of the things that I love to say about Tilo Productions is we're not going anywhere.
Alright, so there's a typo. Double click, correct. T-L-O. Okay, let's try it again.
Tilo Productions is we're not going anywhere. If you decide you want to work with us and you're happy with our services, we will stick with you forever. We will be by your side in creating content. We will come up with ideas and create content that specifically fits your needs and wants. And we'll do this on a consistent
needs and wants, period.
Your needs and wants. And we'll do this on a consistent basis. We are on top of things, and we will make sure that we are there to not only support your business, but to help your business grow in this online market that is moving ever so fast.
All right. So, video looks good, text looks good. We're just going to leave these little sections in here. That's fine. You can remove those, but we'll get into that another time. I'm going to hit export. I'm going to click export. Now it's going to ask you where you want to save it. This is in the same folder, so I'm going to click save. It's asking if I'd like to replace the one that's in the folder. I'm going to say yes. Alright, and then you can see in the bottom corner here, this is telling you how much time is left. Overall, we just pretty much finished up how to edit a talking head video here at Tilo Productions. Very simple overall. It starts out with your basics of just being able to get the file, the music, some stock footage, a logo animation at the end, making sure everything is aligned and correct and the sound is good, and then when finishing it up, we're adding subtitles on our Descript platform here. And when we're all set, you can see here the exporting process is just about done. The video has finished, and let's pull it up here so we can all take a quick look.
Hey, my name is Tom LaFaso. I am the There's many of different pain points that I hear from clients
here we go.
And customers and people within the marketing and content creation industry. The biggest one that I hear is that when people hire somebody.
And just like that, you have now edited a talking head social media video with subtitles, stock footage, music, and ready for gaining some leads, tractions, and all that fun stuff on social media. If you have any more questions, please contact us at tloproduction.com or give us an email at info@tloproduction.com. Thanks.